Hey guys, Mark here. In this video I'm going to show you how to tie the Colima lazy man button. Basically, this is a version of a doubled Turk's head knot that has all of its bites showing. In a regular doubled Turk's head knot, you would only have as many bites on the outer sides as you had at the start. But when using the Colima lazy man button, you actually get the doubled Turk's head look, but with all of the bites on the outside. This is quite handy for covering various objects, and the name is quite exotic as well. For those that aren't familiar with this name, basically the Colima part means that it originates from a state in Mexico called Colima, and the lazy man button actually refers to a tying technique that is simple and fast to do. Usually it involves doubling a Turk's head and then doing something with it in order to get a new type of knot. So I'm pretty sure that actual lazy people would not tie this knot, but it's an interesting name, so let's go along with it. And with this said, let's get started. So here you can see the Colima lazy man button, and we're going to tie one just like this, starting with a 5-part 4-bite Turk's head, which we're then going to expand into the lazy man button. So I have my mandrel, my cord and lacing needle ready, and we're first going to tie a 5-part 4-bite Turk's head. I'm not going to go into detail about how to tie this knot, but I'm going to leave a link in the description you can use if you want further assistance with this knot. It's a simple knot to tie, and it will form the base for our Colima lazy man button. So we have now tied a 5-part 4-bite Turk's head, and by placing our working end next to the standing end, we have completed the knot. We're now going to expand it into the Colima lazy man button. So we're now starting our main part of the tutorial, and the first thing we're going to do is follow our standing end with our working end all the way to the top of the knot. We're then going to turn back into the knot with an under 2, then over 1, under 1, and over 2. So over these two cords. We're then going to enter into the knot again with an under 2, then go over, under, and over 2 at the top. We're then going to enter into the knot again with an under 2, then over 1, then under 2, and finally over 2. We're going to start our next sequence again with an under 2, then go over 1, under 2, and over 2. Again, we're going to start with an under 2, then go over 2, under 2, and over 2. And again, under 2, over 2, under 2, and over 2. And now for our final sequence, we're going to start with an under 3, unlike before when we started with an under 2. We're now going to start with an under 3, and then continue with an over 2, then under 2, and over 2. Now, all we need to do is finish our knot. Bruce Grant describes that we finish this knot by placing our working end next to the standing end, but I find it to be more practical to end it immediately after we exit the knot. So like this. And with that, our Colima Lazy Man button is complete. So guys, I hope that this tutorial was clear enough. This is one of those exotic knots that you only encounter when examining older texts which describe work of traditional braiders. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you and see you next time.